Hey everyone, it's Liv here. I am in the process of decorating a paper bag album that I am working on. So I just was going to show you guys what I'm working on. So this is this adorable paper bag the album that I'm working on. If you're interested, I can do a tutorial on the construction of this. But for right now, this one's really just going to focus on how I am embellishing this. So as you can see, this is 4 paper bags that I put together. So I have 4. Again, I started doing some decorating already. You can see I did that. It is a chipboard cover, so you can see the thickness of that chipboard, and a chipboard back that I used. Then there's 4 paper bags, with one with a flap here, one where I did a pouch, solid side. Let me take this out. Another big solid side, which is great for pictures here. One more pouch on this side, and another flap here. And then you have your back side, and of course this side. So I am going to start embellishing this album. I'm at the very beginning stages, so I figured we can do this together. Just wanted to give you some ideas of what I do. Now for the inside of the album, these flaps pieces are going to be pretty much 3 by 5 size. So you want to put those in there, and that's going to measure here. You're going to then need one from this side as well. So whichever ones you feel like putting on, you can feel free to. And put that here. Now, some people like to show a little bit more of the edging. That's perfectly fine. It's up to you and your personal preference. I do like to have it covered as much as I can. Then for the internal part of the bag, this is going to measure 5 by 6 2/16 is what I ended up cutting it. So because the bags are 6 1/4, so you want to go a little bit more in, because I do like to see just a little bit of the edging, but not too much. And we cut this. Now sometimes I do like to have a little bit of a trim, maybe on one of these. So one of these smaller ones I would put here, just to embellish this. It gives you some ideas of what I like to do. So same for here. This pouch is going to be the same as the rest of the flaps, and then the pages just continue. So let's get to decorating. I generally like to use some type of adhesive running paper when I do. Again, you want to try to get as much tape as you can on all your edging parts so nothing moves up on you. I have to say, I am not a systematic crafter in terms of I do one thing and I'm kind of all over the place. And that's just always been how I've operated, really. So know that I probably won't go in any particular order with my pages. Just kind of what I feel is coming to me at the time. So, there goes that one down. I'm going to move on to this one now. Now this is all from that paper pack I showed you in that very first video that I just thought was gorgeous. So I really wanted to go ahead and use that. Now sometimes when I have very busy paper on one, I do like to make less busy paper on the other sheet. Because remember, this is an album. So it's really there to accent the lovely pictures that you plan to put down here. I think right now I just want to do all of the big pages and get that down. The other thing I love to do is when I see these big sentiments in papers. I think they're great to incorporate little sayings here throughout. I saw one like this, which I thought was so pretty. Let me put it in a better frame for you. So this, and then this was just part of the decorative paper as well. So I will be putting those together. Just got to grab some more tape. I was near the end of that one. I just tend to eyeball everything. Try to make it as even as possible. Oh, it's going to be great for accenting a photo. So as you see, an album like this can be super quick to come together. To at least get all the bases in. What I find probably the most time consuming is all of the accents that you may or may not want to put in. Depending on what kind of crafter you are. If you're someone who likes a lot or someone who likes a little something something. Alright. Just a couple more pages to go. To at least get the big pages done. And then we can start working on the other ones. Now these flaps are perfect for if you have like maybe a 2x3 type of picture to put on there. It's very well there. Again, I am putting that on here. And one of the reasons I love is the way that this paper has the, see if you can see it a little bit better. It's a little dark down here. These shiny parts, I just think it really makes the paper pop a lot. Oh, I forgot one up front. So let me just do this one. And then I will actually have to double check my measurements for the pouch holding areas to see if I got those right. Because sometimes I am just a tad bit off on my measurements. Okay. So now you see that's done. The one area I do need to measure is right here. Now, I tend to make it just a little bit smaller because I want to kind of go up to the pouch line and not go all the way in so that you are able to put things in there. So let me get my handy dandy measurement tool out. Very sophisticated tool I use here. So this would be 3, and then this would be, I'd probably do it to like 5 and 2/16, in between the 5 and the 5 1/4. I don't know if you can see where that landed. So let me cut out those. So I have some handy dandy. This is why I like to keep all my scraps so that we can make sure that we're using all of them. Then next, I plan to show you guys how to really use up your scraps. I am one who loves to use my scraps as much as I can because I hate to throw out beautiful paper. It pains me. All right, I'm going to actually put it on this one just to spice up the color scheme. Yes, I am one of those people who love color and love variation. And when I do tape, I try to do all my edges and a little bit in the middle. I never got into the big fancy tape gun. Just never really worked for me. All right, so we can see what we have here. Now, one of my coolest tools that I use, because sometimes you can see right here I'm a little bit off. I will trim that. But the other thing is, if you ever get glue anywhere, I have no idea where I got this, and I love it. It is a glue eraser. I am going to a scrapbooking convention this weekend, so I'm hoping some vendor has more because this is my only one, and it is truly my saving grace on a lot of different items. Let me make sure I have all of mine done now. All right, now I have all the basic pages done. Now comes the embellishment parts. Now, on this particular paper sheet that I showed you guys before, it's got lots of adorable little sentiment pieces that I will incorporate throughout. I'm going to make a couple little tags as well for this, but these are really super easy to just add on here to what's already going on, and it just makes it so much quicker too, because you don't have to worry too much about trying to make too many things from scratch. I am not one to go too crazy on most of this because I am aware that people will be putting photos and such on here. So, see, just a little something, jazzes it up already. There's this adorable one. It's glittery, so I love that. Now, this may be something I might put here. I think that would be perfect right there. Actually, I think I'm going to put it right in the middle. So you kind of get an idea of what I'm doing here. Let me connect this one here. Now, next video, I will show you some of the additional embellishments I'm going to make, like the tags. I'll show you how I do that. When I get the opportunity. But of course, my video time is now coming to an end. So I will be back to show you tags, as well as I plan to do some trimming here on this. I'm not one who really loves this look, so I will do some type of thing to decorate my binder. Okay? Have a good night.